Greetings, I'm Dev the Developer. This lesson covers the address element. It is a semantic tag with a specific, often misunderstood purpose, and knowing what it actually means will save you from using it wrong. That name, address, is a little misleading. You might look at it and think it is for marking up postal addresses, locations, business addresses, that kind of thing. That's not what it's for. The address is for contact information related to the author or owner of a document or article. It is a semantic signal that says, here is how you reach the person responsible for this content. It could be an email address, it could be a phone number, a social media handle, or yes, even a physical mailing address. But the keyword is responsible. The contact information inside address belongs to whoever owns or authored the surrounding content. So author's contact info inside the page footer, that's a correct use of address. What is not correct, using address to mark up a business location on a contact page, or a shipping address in a form, or any other address that is not specifically tied to who wrote or owns the content. For those, a paragraph or a div is the right choice. Placement matters with address. The element is associated with its nearest ancestor. If address is inside an article, it is understood to be the contact info for that article's author. If it is inside the page body or the main footer, it is associated with the document as a whole. It is worth thinking about when you have a page with multiple articles, each written by a different person. You would put each author's address tag inside the article's footer, not in the page footer. The page footer address is for the site owner or organization. I don't think the thermostats are going to be as cooperative as the toasters were. Anyway, the point stands. The address tag inside that article belongs to the article's author, not the page. One thing to know. Browsers render address tags in italic by default. No CSS is required. When you preview your page and the contact block is italicized, that is not an accident. It is the browser applying its default style for that element. It is a useful signal that something semantic happened even before you write a single line of CSS. Now, what goes inside an address tag? You can use paragraph tags, and that works fine for plain text like name or location. But for email addresses and links, an A tag is a better choice. It makes the email or URL clickable and is more semantically correct. We will cover the A tag in a later lesson, but here's what it looks like in context. The email is now a proper link. When we get to anchor tags, you'll see that pattern again. For now, just notice that the content inside address tag is not limited to one element type. Use the element that fits the content. Now, you could put all this in a div and it would look identical in the browser, so why even bother? Because HTML communicates meaning to more than the human eye. Search engines read your markup and infer relationships from it. When a search engine sees an address tag inside an article tag, it can associate that contact information with the article's content. That can influence things like rich search results. Screen readers also use semantic elements to give users context. A screen reader can announce to the user that they have reached a contact information block. A div does not do that. And The third reason is the one that benefits you directly. Readable code. When you or someone else looks at this markup 6 months from now, address tag tells you immediately what that block is. A generic div, it requires reading the class name and hoping whoever named it was paying attention. Address tags are for contact information tied to the author or owner of a document. Place it near the content it belongs to. Use A tags for emails and links inside it. And remember, the italic rendering is the browser telling you that semantics are working. Now, go write an article, give it an author, and put that author's contact info where it belongs. Don't just watch it, do it.